Good old country cooking in Fremont.
I don't care about the calories. I don't read them. I just eat.
Dim sum delights in Oakland.
A symphony of different textures.
And contemporary French cuisine in San Jose.
It's never changed. It's always beautiful.
Just ahead on Check Please Bay Area.
There's sugar everywhere. These are beautiful.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. Now we have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. Joining me at the Check Please table today are ASL interpreter and food writer Anna Mendez, tech sales expert Nima Alhari, and patient advocate Jason Douglas. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Excited to be here.
Very excited to be here.
Nima gets things started with his bustling breakfast spot, offering American diner classics paired with over-the-top Instagrammable lattes and shakes. It's his favorite way to jumpstart the day. Nestled in the heart of Fremont's historic Niles neighborhood, it's Skillet'z Cafe.
Skillet'z is a American diner, old country cooking, but with a Mexican flair. The chefs are from Zacatecas, Mexico, and so they brought a lot of the food that they grew up with, that their grandmas cooked.
My go-to is usually the burrito.
Our food comes out super hot, super crispy, super flavorful. Breakfast made with lots of love and huevos. How's the food and everything?
Good, thank you.
I was a regular customer for over 10 years. I would eat at Skillet'z at least once a week. There was an opportunity to become a partner, so I jumped at the opportunity. This is the sausage omelet?
Yeah, here.
A lot of the dishes are named after some of our team members and staff members.
I'm Melissa Monique, and you're eating at Skillet'z.
They just named a dish after me. It's a scramble that comes with all meats and all veggies and a side of bacon. It's called the Jonathan Scramble. When I first came to Skillet'z, I was told that the salsa is so good you could drink it, and that is literally what I do every time. I will pour salsa all over my food. Highly recommend pairing it with all of our savory dishes. We really treat all of our customers like family.
All right.
They say that breakfast is the most important part of your day, and it's just food that makes you feel good, food that makes you feel like you're with family and having a great time.
Cheers. Cheers.
All right, 1, 2, 3, Skillet'z.
All right, Nima, so you're a big brunch guy.
That's my thing.
All right. What is it about Skillet'z that brings you back time and time again?
Skillet'z is a really familial kind of place. You go there and you just feel like you're comfortable and you're at home. I always get a couple drinks to start off with. I can't skip the vanilla latte, which is absolutely fantastic.
So that's your go-to first thing?
It's my go-to.
I had the caramel latte.
You have the caramel latte. They're really creamy, right? They have a nice foam on top. They always come with some cookie or a wafer as well, too, which is
That's
very
right.
cool.
Start your day with a cookie.
I have to. I'm a sweets guy, so I need to start with a cookie. But I'll get that, and I'll also get their freshly squeezed orange juice, which is the tangiest orange juice.
I had that. It was so fresh. Really good.
It's
You can tell.
fantastic.
It was right off the tree.
All right, so you got your drinks in front of you, then what's the order?
My order, well, my brother-in-law will always say, if you don't know, you won't know. You got to get the Monte Cristo. So I always go for the Monte Cristo.
What's that?
Now, the Monte Cristo is ham, Swiss cheese, and turkey with French toast as the buns. I know, it's a lot. I don't care about the calories. I don't read them. I just eat.
Right.
Okay, that's my thing.
Sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory, my 2 favorite things, and I have to get that every single time. It is delicious.
Did they do the powdered sugar topping
They do the
and
powdered
raspberry
sugar on top
jam on
as
the
well.
side?
Absolutely, raspberry jam. It's absolutely fantastic.
And what did you have, Anna?
Well, I had a traditional breakfast. I had 2 over-easy eggs with bacon that was really thick, nice mouthfeel there, and the hash browns, which I liked because they were very crispy on top. And then there's an option that instead of toast, you can get a pancake. And I got a blueberry pancake. That was the best part. It was fluffy and raised up. I don't know how they do that.
Souffled almost.
Souffled.
What I usually like is the Nutella-strawberry-banana pancakes. You get the drizzle on there.
Sounds
They're really
good.
fluffy.
I didn't have that.
I can tell you have a sweet tooth.
Definitely, definitely. I can't live without it.
We had the biscuits and gravy with over-easy eggs. Lovely biscuits, fluffy. The gravy was a little lacking in salt, but that was balanced by having a really nice piece of ham on the side, thick, sweet ham. The one challenge with the eggs was one egg was hard and one egg was the over easy egg. So it was a little bit of a discombobulated egg. And I thought, how did they do that? How did we get that on the plate? But we ate it, you know, it was good. We also had a mushroom and onion omelet, and you could tell that the onions were a sweet onion, like a Maui onion. Potatoes were not the crispy hash browns, but like a softer diced potato, and you could tell it was fresh. And then they serve a nice pico de gallo on the side that you can put over the entire plate. It made it very tasty.
I want to tell you something about this restaurant. I'm a sign language interpreter, and Fremont has two wonderful schools, the California School for the Deaf and Ohlone College. And because of that, there are places that are called deaf-friendly. So I took my friend Tom, and he's deaf. The server saw us signing as we came in. She made this gesture to Tom, which is not really the sign for what would you like to drink, but he said it was understandable.
Yes. Sure.
And you don't have to know sign language. Like this woman didn't know sign language, but you have to be into visual communication. How can I make
But
this
she was
visual?
aware.
Yes.
Yes, that was really nice.
Inclusive.
Very sensitive and
So
aware.
that leads to the question of service.
Always fantastic. I just feel like it's a family member treating us and serving us every time. You have to get there on time. It's always going to be busy, especially on a weekend. It's going to be packed, which you guys might have noticed, right?
The nice thing is, though, that they take your order beforehand.
Right.
So you're waiting outside, but someone will come and say, oh, is your order ready? And so when you sit down, your food kind of comes very quickly versus having to wait, you know, to order once you've sat.
That's sort of the insider tip. You put in your order and you wait.
Nice and early, and you wait.
It's a great town, actually, because there's all the antique stores. And Charlie Chaplin filmed films there.
Right.
That's the amazing thing as well.
The movie industry started there.
Yeah.
They have a
In
museum.
Niles.
And not
In Niles.
Yeah, so a bit of history and a lot of sweetness.
and a lot of
And a lot of sweetness.
All right. Well, if you would like to try Skillet'z Cafe, it's located on Niles Boulevard in Fremont. And the average tab per person without drinks is around $35. Anna's been sampling the delicate handmade dim sum at her restaurant for more than 10 years, and she still hasn't tasted everything on the menu. The Cantonese specialties are made fresh to order and served steaming hot in beautiful banquet hall-sized dining rooms. A mainstay in Oakland's Chinatown for more than 2 decades, it's Peony Seafood Restaurant.
Peony Seafood Restaurant has been stable in Oakland, Chinatown for 30 years. We have the big menu, you know, dim sum with over 100 items. The dim sum means the touch of the heart. When we have a dim sum, usually we have a tea. They like it with like a family or friends. Our dim sum chef, they hand prepare the dim sum daily. And my favorite, the shurumba and the chong fan. The chong fan we make it here with thin, large steamed rice noodle. They fill in with some sauce like a shrimp, barbecue pork, and beef. Outside is smooth, and inside should be meaty and crunchy. And we have the special sauce that they call XO sauce. This is added flavor, or you can use the sauce for the dipping sauce. We have a king crab, lobster. They can pick out the live fish from the fish tank. They can pick whenever they like. They keep the lobster, the animal-shaped dessert, especially the piggy buns and the coconut rabbit. That's so fun. A lot of people take the picture. Peony Seafood Restaurant is the biggest restaurant in Oakland. We can hold up to like 500 people, and so we can catering any kind of party. How's everything so far? The job is like a customer service, and some people, they come all the time to be treated like a friendly member. I want our customer have a great meal and want to come back.
Now, Anna, this restaurant has a huge variety of dim sum. And are you a dim sum specialist? Is that what you consider yourself?
Well, I'm a dim sum lover.
Yeah.
And I've tasted dim sum in Hong Kong, in Toronto, New York, San Francisco, and of all the places that I go, Peony's my absolute favorite.
Wow.
I think they have very creative dishes that I haven't seen anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's a crispy daikon baton. Then it's wrapped in a sleeve of very fine, crispy rice noodles. Then it has a little squiggle of a sauce and little tiny fish eggs on top. And when you put it in your mouth, it's like a symphony of different textures and flavors that all come together. It's amazing.
And then did you try also the salt and pepper custard tofu?
No, I haven't tried that one.
Oh my God, I could have eaten plates of it. It was so good. I don't know how they get it so crispy on the outside, but so tender on the inside. And it's served with jalapenos and peanuts, I think it is, on top, and some green onions. I literally could have eaten a plate of them.
Well, and it's an extensive menu, isn't it?
It's a really big menu.
Yeah.
Everything was family style, so I ended up getting the pan-fried pork buns, which were absolutely incredible. Those were delicious.
I like those. I like those.
Those were really crispy on one side, and then just really fluffy, and you would tear them open. It would be hot in the center, and the texture was fantastic. I got the beef rice as well, which came with egg too. And with that, it was sort of bland by itself. I'm a huge rice guy too, especially with beef. But I got that with a side of their soy sauce and their house-made chili sauce too, which I could have broken into the back and stolen.
Right.
So that good.
You want to put that on everything?
I want to put that on everything, even the sweets.
We had the barbecue pork puffs. It was like shatteringly tender, pop in your mouth, and it just broke the crust, and flavor was so good.
I got the shrimp dumplings with cilantro. The shrimp was perfect. It wasn't too gamey, it wasn't too tough. It was really meaty, and those are delicious too.
Another thing, I like shrimp in a lot of things, so I got a red rice yeast roll. So I think there's some health property to red rice. Okay, it's this very satiny roll on the outside of red rice, and inside is the crispy shrimp. It's like the interplay of different textures.
There you go.
Did anybody have soup dumplings?
No.
No.
I love
That's a dish they're known for, huh?
Yes, and it's just, you know how you eat soup dumplings? You have to like, make a little hole, suck it out. It's just melts in your mouth. Next time you have to get that.
Well, I'll be going back.
I think that Anna is going to be the guide for you guys.
Right?
Definitely.
We'll all go with you.
Okay, that sounds fun. You can come too.
All right.
Okay.
Happen to try the onion pancakes? Because when you were speaking about sauces, they serve the onion pancakes with a curry sauce, which is unusual, but it was so tasty.
I think their big personality at Peony Seafood was their desserts and their cute animals.
Oh, yeah, we like that.
Those were fantastic. The piggies were gorgeous, and you'd tear them apart, and they were really fluffy, and the custard and egg was delicious. It was pretty light. It wasn't too overbearing and too oversweet, but it was a perfect end to the meal.
That's nice. And if you're into social media, the bunnies, the coconut bunnies, they're cute and they come on a little slice of carrot. And then if you take the plate and you jiggle it, and they wiggle, and it's perfect. I mean, how many desserts can you have? But my favorite one is the pandan mochi.
We had that.
Yay! So this is a green pear-shaped mochi, and inside is warm custard. Oh, wow. It's just the best.
And you ordered a lot of food, but did you feel like you got value?
I think so. Yeah. We got a lot of food, and the value was perfect. I didn't feel like I was snubbed.
Did you take anything home?
I did. I took all the rice home. One more piggy left. I had to show it to my family.
A little bit of that chili sauce?
A little bit of that chili sauce, and it was gone the instant I got home.
All right, if you would like to try Peony Seafood Restaurant, it's located on 9th Street in Oakland's Chinatown. And the average tab per person without drinks is around $30. When it comes to celebrating a special occasion, Jason knows just the place for an elegant yet unpretentious experience. Offering contemporary French fare for more than 40 years in San Jose, it's Le Papillon.
Le Papillon was started in 1977 by our dad as sort of a continental restaurant, very popular at the time. Over time has evolved into being kind of contemporary French.
Our cuisine has many influences, a lot of them from Scott's travels and his passions.
Favorite dishes on the menu. Chefs are all the same, though. We only like the last dish we created. That's like the favorite dish, right? Quail egg toast with caviar. My favorite way to enjoy caviar.
delicious.
And you have to eat it in one bite, because if you try and take a bite, you'll wear it. We offer a 6-course tasting menu. That's what I get most excited about, because I get to control every course. One last little garnish.
People love to share. There's a lot of plate switching or fork traveling across the table, and we encourage that.
While we are contemporary French, we're still true to our French roots. A reduction sauce kind of makes everything French.
One of the things that we're best known for since day one is our soufflé Grand Marnier.
Soufflé Grand Marnier is a tough dish to execute. It was on the opening menu day one in 1977, and it's become a favorite and a classic. It's light, it's airy, but it gives you the real flavor of Grand Marnier. And if we ever take it off the menu, we will get full-scale revolt from our guests.
There would be a massive backlash. I think a lot of people appreciate an elegant, quiet dining room. I think the key to great service, it goes unnoticed. You have this complete experience, and by the end of it, you think, wow, that was incredible and effortless.
Oh, good. Everything they do is good, you know.
I'm still here, and we're still cooking food because we love making people happy, and it makes us happy. Carrying on the tradition.
Here, le Papillon, la pièce de résistance.
Now, Jason, it's interesting because for a restaurant in the Bay Area to be around 40 years, they have to be doing something right, correct?
Very true. I mean, especially in today's day and age where restaurants seem to open and close at the drop of a hat, they have been around for 40 years. And of those years, I've been going for 14 years to the restaurant, and I love it. It's never changed. It's always beautiful.
Did you get that feeling when you walked into the restaurant? This is special.
Definitely, yeah. Yes. I've never been to any kind of fine dining, especially French restaurant in my life before, and I actually lined up with my girlfriend's birthday when we went.
Oh,
so it was a really special occasion and a really special time where we went.
Because you can choose either a tasting menu or you can choose a prefix menu.
Yes, yes. I love the fact that they bring you beautiful amuse-bouche when you sit down. Our particular evening, we had a lovely lobster bisque with beautiful lobster, such a silky texture, and the lobster was perfect. Very tender, very of the sea, just a lovely little bite.
Did you amuse your bouche?
My bouche was amused.
Very amused.
What did you have for an amuse bouche?
I can't remember exactly, but it was little fish eggs that on a little creamy, I mean the tiniest little dish. I like small bites of things, so that was perfect.
Yeah. My bouche was amused as well, actually. I had the mussel and saffron soup with a side of olive bread. And now, being Persian, saffron is a big part of my culture, so it really took me home. I actually asked for seconds on the soup. I don't know if that's something you can do, but it was absolutely delicious. I can have that.
I'm sure the chef loved that.
Yes, it was amazing.
Absolutely.
We typically do the 4-course menu. I love it. We had the butternut squash soup, very creamy, very silky, like a curry or a cardamom, which goes well with the squash.
I first started with the Dungeness crab souffle with caviar and lemon. It's my first time actually having caviar, and I actually enjoyed it. It was really good.
Caviar
Salty.
virgin.
Yeah.
No longer.
And no longer. Yeah, and it was actually really delicious. I'm big on textures, and the texture of the crab wasn't really to my liking so much, but the broth and the soup it kind of came with as well. The dipping and the bread of the Dungeness crab souffle was absolutely delicious.
So altogether it worked.
Altogether it worked well, and it got me going for the rest.
I had an interesting appetizer. It was raw fish, kind of chopped up, made into a patty that was kampachi, which I didn't know what that was.
As well,
the round
like
thing. And then they sprinkled it with flower petals, lemongrass, a little squiggle of tamarind, and then avocado sorbet, a scoop in the middle. Really unusual.
It was so good. I had that as well. It was really tasty.
Gorgeously plated. I noticed that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, what was next after your first course or appetizer course?
Halibut with an herb crust. It was so tender, and it was served with cherry tomatoes and potato, like pave. It was really quite tasty.
I had a beef tenderloin, which was perfectly cooked, absolutely. And it was interesting because it had stewed plum, I think it was, on top, which was oddly went together really well. Had potato pave on the other side, and was delicious.
I actually also had the beef tenderloin as well, and that, I must say, was the star of the show. I'm big on my steaks. That was a steak you would cut into, and it just melted in your mouth instantly.
All right, now let's talk about those desserts.
Yes.
Who wants to go first?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. So the name on the menu made me think of a different image. It said a terrine of black sesame. So I imagined, it'll be a pot with black sesame. And what I was served was surprising.
Yeah.
It had just delicate little bricks of black sesame and a little chocolate and banana, custard, I think it was, and all those flavors together worked really well.
Well, I actually didn't expect to get any dessert this time. Surprising for me, I know. But compliments from the chef, because their service was so fantastic. They actually brought us out a small birthday cheesecake platter with some honeycomb, a little candle just to commemorate my girlfriend's birthday. That really set it straight. It was absolutely fantastic.
And I hope you told her you planned that.
Yeah, I missed my mark on that one.
You could have taken responsibility.
I should have. I should have.
They never go wrong with dessert. Well, they never go wrong with any dish, really. We have never had a bad dish in 14 years of going there. And it keeps us coming back.
Might have been the most expensive restaurant I've ever eaten in.
I agree.
Yeah.
So a special occasion, again, you're setting the stage here.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Birthday anniversary, that's the kind of place.
Worth it?
Yeah.
I would say might not go back just due to the price, but that beef tenderloin made it worth it 100%.
Well, it made it very special for you.
Very special.
Life is short.
Life is short. Our coffins don't have pockets.
There you go. There you go.
Well said.
If you would like to try Le Papillon, it's located on Saratoga Avenue in San Jose, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $150. And now, reporter Cecilia Phillips takes us back to Fremont's historic Niles neighborhood for more Bay Area bites you've just got to try.
We're here at the Flying A, which is kind of the cornerstone of the end of Niles. Lots of culture, lots of nostalgia. Tell me a little bit about what makes Niles so special.
Niles was the original Hollywood. Charlie Chaplin was brought here to do his first film, The Tramp, and they used to film westerns here that are featured in Niles Canyon. And a lot of these buildings are still here that were there back in the day. This gas station was built in 1938. We brought the car culture back with the Niles Flying A, and every month we have Classics and Coffee where people bring their classic cars, kick back, relax, and have a good time.
So that's so cool. So people can come, bring their cars, get a little bit of coffee, and get some treats from the farmers market down the street.
Absolutely.
Our business is Do-Wei-Mi Bakery, and we sell artisan donuts and pastries.
How do they make them so fluffy?
It's a yeast.
Okay, so it's a yeasted donut, kind of like a malasada?
It's a malasada. It has eggs, sugar, and so the the sugar has CO2 and make it poof up.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is our ube coconut mochi, our tiramisu, our chocolate hazelnut banana, and our pistachio raspberry.
Okay, which one should I try?
Maybe the tiramisu.
Do-Wei-Mi. Oh my gosh. There's sugar everywhere.
We'll take one of those too.
Niles Pie Company. You've been around for a little while.
Been around for about 15 years. We're a worker cooperative, all butter, all scratch made.
All butter sounds good.
Got our brand new bacon bechamel savory pastry. It's got a little bit of our house-made bechamel, chives, hickory smoked bacon, everything bagel seasoning, and our house-made pastry crust.
And this one here?
And there is our beef and potato pasty with ground sirloin, yukongo potatoes, carrots, herbs, and spices.
Yes. Ooh, that spice really comes through on the top, too. We're at Mad Creations. What makes your creations mad?
It stands for Make a Difference. During COVID, me and my wife started a nonprofit, so 5% of our proceeds goes to that nonprofit. We like to provide food for less fortunate families during the holidays.
So you're not mad at all. You're quite happy, nice people.
Yeah, exactly. Barbecue is our #1 thing we like to make. Brisket primarily, low and slow, no shortcuts. I have the Space Cowboy right here, which is our smash burger.
And in my hand?
That is our legendary 4-cheese macaroni and cheese with our smoked brisket and our homemade barbecue sauce.
So what cheeses do you use?
I'll tell you 2 out of the 4. Swiss cheese, cheddar cheese, and then there's 2.
Okay.
That are very secret.
But if I'm able to taste this and guess what they are, you'll tell me if I'm right?
Yes, ma'am, 100%.
Look at all this cheese. Oh. Mmm. Is one of them cream cheese?
Exactly.
Yes!
The secret one.
Yes! All right, you know what? Here's the thing for the viewers. We're going to leave the other one a secret, okay? I'm not even going to guess.
Okay.
I have to thank my great guests on this week's show, Anna Mendez, who dreams of the dim sum at Peony Seafood restaurant in Oakland, Nima Alhari, lover of lattes at the Skillet'z Cafe in Fremont, and Jason Douglas, who savors every course at Le Papillon in San Jose. Join us next time when 3 more guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sabraco, and I'll see you then. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Have fun?
That was so fun.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by serving the entire Bay Area since 1968. Water Heaters Only specializes in water heater repair and replacement. Learn more at waterheatersonly.com. The Bay Area airport that's close and reliable. iFlyOAK.com. Graham's Port has been family-owned and operated for over 200 years. Available at vintage and finewines.com or your local fine wine retailer.
I don't drink coffee, so I heard that, like, there's an alternative here that can wake me up.
Got wheatgrass shots and ginger shots for you. It's grown with love, so you will taste that.
Okay. My first wheatgrass shots.
You couldn't even fake it.
Woo! Wheatgrass, maybe not for me, but super healthy, right? Feel alive.